What's up? I am streaming up on Les Chaos. Still working on what I have been. It's going to take me a while, so it is what it is. Hopefully your day is going good. Mine's going pretty pleasant. Always have your ups and downs. Of course, if you comment. You may not see it if you comment after, but I officially started my new job that I'm currently doing. Seems pretty straightforward, not too much besides subtle details and all of that, but the question is, can you notice the small details? Ones that most don't even notice. I mean, so little that most just overlook such things until they need to know such things. Like when a friend is having an issue or something like that. Can you notice small things? So small that most that even think they know don't, and never could. So little and so subtle that it's just not noticeable by the naked eye. Ones that you can tell if your friend is the same, different, or fine. Or, why is it that you are not on your certain line? You seem to act somewhat fine, but I know where you are and what your line is. So, why is it that you're not in your lane? Or subtle things that some just cannot see, cannot notice, for they have not been trained to see. And even in some, even those cannot be seen. Some don't notice subtle things, things that for some can easily be seen. For those that pay attention to details of every single thing that tells a tale. Even if they wanted to, they couldn't do such things, for they don't have the comprehension and understanding of such things. But the question is, can you tell the difference? Do you mind saying what difference? I will tell you this. If you notice such things as this, do not say major ones. Do not say ones that give certain things away. For when or if those that act differently go away, they cannot try to act like the one that you know. Or the situation that you already know. And that may be situations or other things. When subtle differences are noticed. For some that have the perception, they are noticed. Not all can see differences in stories or situations and other things. The question is, are you one that can notice? Some of this comes from real life experience myself. I will not get into details and all of that. It does not matter if I get into that. It's a beautiful thing being able to notice things that ones wish you not to see, or hear things they don't think you hear. about things they do not wish for you to hear. I have multiple occasions upon this for me. Of course, some say there's no way you could hear that or see. But here's the funny thing. I already know. What I've heard is what I've heard, and what I've seen is what I've seen. I also understand there are certain things. Will not go into detail upon what I mean. There are multiple ways that more than me have seen or heard such things. Of course, I have a huge story to tell, but it is not time for it to be told. But of course, it is being told as if now. But not told in a way that most could notice. But even if ones knew what I said was true, what I heard was what it was, would they believe it? Or would they care at all? Even at moments when answers were given, that explaining of the answer had to be given. When there was other procedures that were broken upon the time it was given. But this is a story that I will not tell. Not fully, regardless if they are friend or foe. There are certain details and other things that cannot be revealed upon these things. I'll give you a small example of this. Won't get into detail upon anything upon this. But I had a friend acts a certain way, and all of a sudden, within a month to 6 months, he acts a totally different way. But that is something that is different because he did not act different for 15 years before such time. But he changed within 1 month to 6 months of time. So many. It was staggering upon how many. But there was more evidence than that. I won't get too much into that. This is what I mean by do you notice? Do you notice what happens around you? All the things that happen around you. All the things trying to be hid from you. Right in front of your view. You'd be surprised if 100% you knew. Not all are bad. Some you would be happy and glad, but others you would be angry and mad. Things important to you that actually pertain to you. But are you able to see within your view? Some have great stories to tell. Funny thing is, the ones that I have told my story to, I bet you they would say the same thing to you. Even if you have 125% proof of everything that happened from the beginning to the end, without a shadow of a doubt. Even witnesses that were there and about. For those like that, you might as well just speak to a wall. They will not hear and they will not see at all. By the time they do, it will be too late for them to do anything about such things. But those that have heard and seen, that is a totally different thing. Your evidence and other things have been gathered. Do not worry. Your evidence and other things have been accounted for. One way or another. When one avenue does not do, the other one does regardless. The proof is around and with you. And it doesn't matter upon what ones that try to hide such things do. This evidence belongs and will always belong to you. So ones that have struggles just like this, there are others that are wary, just like you, upon this. Of course, others might try to have evidence against you, but also there are certain things that they cannot know or have any information upon you. And regardless what they do, regardless if it is a situation or a being like you, there will be absolutely nothing that they can do. Stand tall and true. And if you have to, explain the meaning of what you said. For their failed attempts to attack you will be dead. For there are certain things they cannot know and will not be shown. Are you a servant? Are you able to notice your surroundings? Are you blind to things going on around you? Of course, there are some things that you may be blind going on around you. But of course, even those things cannot be. Especially if you have noticed, or it is you've heard and seen. Of course, for those that have heard and seen, you have a little bit of special training you must endure. That is all I will say, as far as that goes. Certain things choose you and wish to be around you. It can be genetic. A door that is open that you do not know, or something that you do that opens the door for you. If it is something you wish for, there's another way that you can open that door. But I will warn you upon this thing. A lot of people, upon what they have heard or seen, a lot that say they can see certain things, or hear certain things, or sense certain things. You are not the only one. Some wish upon it, some go crazy upon it. A lot of ones that say that a lot they have seen or heard. It is true what they have said. Of course, ones that do not believe. They will not hear and they will not see. It doesn't matter if it is true or if it is something that is to be. They are unable and incapable of such things. Their mind is not capable of understanding and comprehending such things. Even if you showed them proof, 125% such proof, they would deny it, even try to come up with explanations of the fact of why or how. Because their minds cannot see such things or understand. For one thing has been said about such things. People fear what they do not understand. So upon those people, they are ones that will never and could never understand. Even if they had proof. Upon a shadow of a doubt, a jury of 12 can convict upon the fact that what you said is fact. They would still deny the fact